I think that the biggest issue I care about is
human rights,
healthcare,
environmental issues,
the economy,
net neutrality,
criminal justice reform.
we tracked everything.
It was always very important for me to understand what my constituents were thinking. IssueVoter allows for people in a really simple way to express their opinion to their member of Congress.
now I have direct access.
but I definitely read every IssueVoter email that comes into my inbox.
I love that it surfaces issues that I'm not aware of.
in layman's terms, it explains to me exactly what is being debated. And what I really appreciate is that I get to see both sides of the debate.
One of my favorite parts is the scorecard, so I have a better idea if they are representing me.
Our votes were definitely swayed by the opinions that we received from our district.
It's literally one click.
I think everyone should use it.
If you can use a dating app and just simply swipe left and swipe right on individuals, you should be able to swipe left and right on issues and really increase the volume of communication between voters and representatives. How many phone calls could you make in a day?
Good evening. I'm Maria Yuan, the founder and CEO of IssueVoter. IssueVoter is a nonpartisan online platform that has the potential to revolutionize politics. You see, my dad came from China, where democracy does not exist. So voting and our responsibility to be engaged citizens were values that I learned at a young age. And inspired by my parents, I went to work in politics as a campaign manager in Iowa, where people are so engaged during elections, yet, like most Americans, disengaged during the off-season. At the same time, personal engagement on issues is very high. So how do we connect the issues to the voter? That's where IssueVoter comes in. Here's a fact. Over 10,000 bills are introduced each session of Congress. About 1,000 of them are voted on. How many of them have you heard about? 1? 5? Guess what? You've missed 995 bills. Most likely because you didn't know they existed, or you spent time on the few famous ones. You called, sent snail mail, signed petitions, but never heard back. IssueVoter changes all that. It's politics made simple. And here's how it works. Let's take Amrita, who cares about the economy. So she chooses that issue on IssueVoter. She then receives alerts right in her inbox, where we summarize bills into plain language, along with what both sides are saying. And with one click, she sends her opinion directly to her representative's office. We are the only site that offers a personalized scorecard of how her rep voted on the issues and whether she is being represented. And we help Amrita become a more informed voter at the next election. And we have 3 key distinguishing factors. 1, we focus on issues, not parties. That's important today because 40% of voters are registered as independents and nearly half of all millennials don't identify with a political party. People do want facts. 2, we send emails, not petitions. Reps' offices have to track every constituent contact, and 88% of staffers say that electronic messages do influence their boss's decisions. 3, we are the only site that provides users with personalized scorecards of how your rep voted on the issues. It's a democracy. We have a right to fire those who don't represent us, but we don't. 90% of Congress gets reelected despite a dismal 13% approval rating. Why? Because we don't know if they actually represent us. The good news is IssueVoter is working. We have users in all 50 states and have sent over 250,000 opinions to Congress in less than a year. Our click rates are 8 times the industry average, and we know that individuals continue to be engaged on the issues that matter to them. Let's fast forward to the future. Imagine if all 200 million registered voters, the same number as Facebook users today, spent just 5 minutes a day on IssueVoter checking their legislative bill status. It would be total engagement. And within just a few elections, our representatives could more accurately reflect the opinions of the people in the United States than ever before in the history of our country. To maintain our momentum, we are asking for $2,000 for each of the 435 congressional districts. Our goal is to acquire 5,000 users in each district because staffers have told me that's all we need to really make Congress listen. It's a democracy. Representation should not be a privilege. It's our democratic right. With your support, IssueVoter will drive a new political revolution. Thank you.